Hey guys, Nick Gamer03 back with another Madden Mobile 21 video. This is either the second to last or the last Madden Mobile 21 video. It's been a good run. So today's video is just my final team for Madden Mobile 21. I finished it the day that you could stop posting stuff in the auction house. I finished it that day. So I'm just gonna go through it right now. Just my final team showcase. So if you didn't know, it's a Washington football team theme team. I posted a video on it like 3 weeks ago or something. I don't know. But I wasn't finished with it yet, obviously, because there were still much players I didn't have. But I finished it now. So, well, I didn't. I mean, there were a few players I still couldn't get because they either didn't show up or I didn't have the coins. But yeah, I finished the team to the best of my abilities. So I'm just gonna go through it. This is my final legacy team, even though there is no legacy team. But final team for Madden Mobile 21. So yeah, I'm going to go through it right here, starting with the only max player I could get, 105 Trent Williams. Yes, I can only get one max player because the last 2 or 3 months of the year, I did not play the promos at all. I literally just did it to get whatever. I mean, if a player that had played or is playing for Washington dropped during that promo, I would literally just get that player and then play nothing else. So I never made any coins for the last like 2 or 3 months of the game. So that's why I only have one max player. And that player is Trent Williams. Someone actually suggested this in the last video I posted about my team. I was like, if I'm missing any players, can you please comment them? And someone's like, yeah, there's a 105 Trent Williams Mad Max. And I'm like, yes, thank you. And I was debating between him and Kendall Fuller, but in the end, Kendall Fuller is one of the worst Mad Maxes. But I still would have got him if it was a higher overall boost. But in the end, Trent Williams was the best player for the team in terms of like overall boost. So 105 Trent Williams on one end of the O line and 103 Chris Samuels on the other. So really good O tackles. Pretty solid center as well. 103 Chase Roulier. I was going to have 89 Chase Roulier in here, but then like the second, I don't even know which promo this was from, but like the final field pass of the year, they dropped 103 Chase Roulier training camp. So I think that was the third to last one, right? I think either second or third to last promo. 102 Chase Roulier, and now he's boosted up to 103. So also, I don't know why there's an AFC because I did the NFC set thinking, yeah, Chase Roulier plays for Washington, who is in the NFC, and then it's like, nope, he's in the AFC set. So it's like, what? But whatever. I got him eventually. Just took a little extra time. But I got him. My O guards, I have 99 Brendan Sheriff, Team of the Year. I know there was a Mad Max, but I did not have the coins to get him. I know there was a Russ Grimm from Master Series, but I was not going to play like 4 or 5 players Master Series to get one player for this team. I was on like Aaron Jones. I was way behind. I really don't want to play all those events and wait all that time. I didn't even know if I could possibly get him without spending gems, although I probably would have spent gems if it was worth it. So instead, 82 Wes Schweitzer boosted up to an 84 at least, but I know there was a Russ Grimm, but I really there was like no other guys. Like there was a 94 Brendan Scherf, a 97 Brendan Scherf, and a Mad Max Brendan Scherf, and like no other Washington O guards, like besides Russ Grimm, that were above like 82 overall, which is this Wes Schweitzer. So that's the O line. Quarterback, we have Alex Smith. I knew this was going to be my quarterback the second he came out during comebacks. I was like, that's my legacy team quarterback. So I got him. That was before I even knew I was going to do the theme team too. I just love Alex Smith. So 101 Alex Smith here. Halfbacks, I know I could probably still get the 98 what's it called? Antonio Gibson, because he would be boosted up to a 99, but I can't get that now. I ran out of gems, but I wouldn't. I could have it would be a 99 Antonio Gibson here, but didn't feel like getting him, and I already had this Adrian Peterson who played for Washington. So, yeah, he is my halfback. Fullback, I have the draft 101 overall Chase Young out of position. Wide receivers, the wide receiver situation was scary. We have Terry McLaurin with 98 speed. This is like really cool. 98 speed, 99 acceleration, Evoed Terry McLaurin, and also a +1 boost. So we have 97 Terry McLaurin with different card art as well. I totally forgot when I evoed him that the card art was different for the New Year's players when they were evoed. Totally forgot about that, but yeah, that's true. 94 Curtis Samuel, one of the only unboosted players on this entire team. Might be the only unboosted player actually. 94 Curtis Samuel. The only reason he's on this team, we just signed him this offseason. So yeah, that's why he's on the team. We got 100 Vernon Davis from the draft promo. Also, at one point played for Washington. Yeah, 96 speed. Yeah, he was one of the best tight ends in the game when he came out. He came out before Kyle Pitts, so he was the best tight end when he came out. And then the Logan Thomas is pretty weird, but there was, I know, an Easter Logan Thomas, but I already quick sold him by the time I realized I wanted to do this team. And there was a Chris Cooley, but he did not show up. Like, I only had like a week to finish up this team from when I got back from Hawaii. And no Chris Cooley showed up in that time, which isn't really that surprising. He's kind of a rare card, but no Chris Cooley showed up, and I could not find any other like player that was above 82 overall at this position who had ever played for Washington. So I just grabbed the 82 Logan Thomas. So yeah, not the best tight end you've ever seen, but whatever. Honestly, I thought there were going to be a lot more elites on this team than there are. There's only two elites on the offense, so I will take that. Um, so yeah, there's my offense, 97.3 overall. Honestly, I did not think this team would be anywhere like I did not think this team would be above 95 overall, if I'm being completely honest. But it is a 99 overall. It's 98.6, which is 99 overall. So that was my goal, was to build a 99 overall team. I mean, my goal really was to build 95, but like they kept dropping so many players. Chris Samuels, Trent Williams, Chase Roulier, all these players towards the end of the year, and that really boosted my team up. So there's my offense, my 100.0 overall defense, 100 overall on the dot. So yeah, here it is. I'll just start on the D line. My D tackles are the best position on this team. We have Deron Payne from Summer Blast. I don't even know what overall he was originally. I think 102, right? Oh, 101. Okay, yeah. So he's boosted up a lot. 104, Deron Payne here. 105, Albert Hainsworth from training camp. I looked him up, and he actually played for Washington for like 1 or 2 seasons. So I was like, yes, because at this point I still had 79 Matt Ioannidis in this spot, and I really didn't want to put a gold player on this team. Elites, I can handle putting elites on this team. I totally get that. But gold players, I really didn't want to do that. So you don't understand how happy I was when I found out Albert Hainsworth played for Washington. So 105, Albert Hainsworth. We got really good D tackles. And then on the D line, we have Deacon Jones, who did play for Washington. I thought about getting Montez Sweat, but like it would have been 99 overall either way, and I already had Deacon Jones, so I didn't bother. 99 Deacon Jones on one side and 100 Chase Young on the other. Kind of weird. The highest overall defensive end Chase Young card was 96 overall. I evoed him up to a 98, but he's still 100 overall Chase Young here. So I thought it would be higher, to be honest. I thought they would release another Chase Young DN card at the end of the year, but I mean, whatever. He's still 100 overall. I'll take it. It's fine. Linebacking core is also really good. 103 Preston Smith played for Washington for a couple years before he went to Green Bay. We got 104 London Fletcher. When this card came out, I still had the Legends London Fletcher in this spot, who would have been like 88 or 89 overall by the time I evoed him and boosted him up. Probably, maybe even 90. But then the 102 London Fletcher came out with Summer Blast, and I was like, yes, replacing Elite with an Onyx, all for that. We got 98 Cole Holcomb here and 99 Jamin Davis, our draft pick here. Our front seven is really good, to be honest. Like, there's no weak spot on this front seven. Our secondary, 102 Deion Sanders. I honestly did not think that this card would make my team. Like, I had like a week to build this team when I got back, and I was like, yeah, there's no way this Deion Sanders is going to pop up. He's like one of the rarest cards in the entire game. I have not seen one in like 2 months before I saw him. But I saw him like the day before the auction house like crashed. I saw this Deion Sanders pop up for like 35 mil, and I was like, yes, I'm buying him. It's either him or if a Landon Collins just happens to drop for super cheap, which didn't happen. So I'm glad I dropped 35 mil on this Deion Sanders. He was one of the best. He was the best card in the game. When this card came out, it was the best card in the game. It still is really good secondary for not being a Mad Max. I mean, granted, he is a 102 instead of a 98 because I evoed him up, and then he's boosted up to a 102. But still, I'm really happy that this Deion Sanders made the team. He did play for Washington for like 1 or 2 seasons. So on the other side, we got Champ Bailey from Sugar Rush, also a 102 overall. Also one of the best cornerbacks in the game when he came out. Still really good, 98 speed, 99 excel, 99 man, 96 zone. Not as good as Deion Sanders, but still pretty good. So we got 102 cornerbacks on either side. Both of them evoed up and boosted up. We got 103 Sean Taylor in this spot in safety number 1. And I know there was a 104 Landon Collins, but I physically did not have enough coins for him. At that point, I already bought all the Mad Max badges for Trent Williams, and I only had like 80 something million. But like the Landon Collinses were dropping for like there was like I literally could not afford one single Landon Collins that popped up. They were all like either a few mil above my price range, or the ones that I could actually bid on ended up just getting bought. So I literally could not get the 104 Landon Collins, and I know there was a 97 Landon Collins as well during one of the other promos, but I never actually got him. But whatever, I have 88 Landon Collins in here, the only elite on my defense, which is amazing. So 88 Landon Collins here, the weak link of this defense, but that's fine. In the nickel spot, we have 101 Ronald Darby from season 9. Pretty self-explanatory there. And in the other spot, we have 92 Josh Norman, who I literally just got like yesterday, like the day of the auction house. You couldn't post anymore. I was running through all the options for the Mad Max. I was like, okay, so yeah, there was a Madden Feast Kendall Fuller, 90 overall, that also never dropped when I got back. I was looking for like Kendall Fuller, Chris Cooley, the 98 Deion Sanders, and like a few other people. And like Kendall Fuller never dropped and the Chris Cooley never dropped. But I realized yesterday, I was just scrolling through the auction house, like, is there anyone here who's ever played for Washington? And my eyes landed on Josh Norman. I was like, yes, Josh Norman did play for Washington. I don't know how I didn't notice that before. But there was an 88 overall Josh Norman. The Evo version was actually on the auction house, which is really lucky because that's not up very often. So I bought that for like a mil, Evo'd him up, put him on this team. 92 overall Josh Norman in the final spot. And I had the 89 Trent Williams on the offensive line. So it was a +2 overall. I was going to get Kendall Fuller at that point, but then Josh Norman showed up, and I was like, okay, yeah, the O tackle is -2 overall, so it'd be better to get the max O tackle than the max cornerback. So that's what I did, and that's why I don't have Max Kendall Fuller on this team, because the Evo Josh Norman was on the auction house. So yeah, there's my defense, 100 overall on the dot. Special teams, yeah, here we go. 92 Shane Graham literally played for every single team in the league. Go look at his Wikipedia page. It's ridiculous. So yeah, he is on this team. 101 Andre Roberts. He played for Washington. I think this is minicamp. I honestly don't even know, but yeah, there's that. 101 Tress Way, the punter. 2 Onyxes on the special teams, which is pretty weird, but Tress Way, 101 overall as my punter, and 95 Santana Moss as my punt returner. The Deion Sanders never popped up when I could afford it. There one popped up for like 40 mil bid, but at that point I was like, no, I still need the coins for like the other Deion Sanders, and I still hadn't gotten like Albert Haynesworth at that point. So I was like, I don't know. But I could have 102 Deion Sanders in this spot. I passed on the 40 mil one, and then by the time I had like everything done except for like a few cheap players, one popped up for 84 mil. So, and that actually got bid on as well. So I didn't have enough coins at that point. So I was just like, okay, whatever. I have Santana Moss. It's not that big of a deal. So there's that. The final boost I was running, here it is. I ended up getting all 8 boosts, which is, I didn't expect to do that at all. But especially at the start of the year, before the update, if you told me I would have had all 8 boosts here, that, no way. But yeah, we got the Washington football team boost, of course, chase down, front 7 run stuffing, front 7 pass rushing, defense hybrid 1, defense hybrid 2. I said that in the wrong order, but whatever. Secondary man coverage 2, and offensive line power blocking 2. Yeah, there's my final boosts, and my final team ended with a 99 overall, which I'm very proud of. So There it is, the 99 overall Washington football team theme team. My final team for Madden Mobile 21. Hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe if you're new, and goodbye, guys.